And we're live from Central Lafourche High School. We're live. We're live from Central Lafourche High School for this middle school football game between the Larose Kickoff Bulldogs and the Raceland CUBS. Coach Brian Callais here with Casey Gisclair. Going to bring you tonight's action in just a few minutes right here on KLEB. A reminder, the game is also on YouTube, the Coastal Broadcasting Channel YouTube channel, and also on our web at KLEB1600.com. Casey, big game here for Raceland, big game for the Dogs. The Dogs can improve. They're looking for their second win of the season. Raceland's trying to stay undefeated.
Yeah, Raceland's trying to stay undefeated. We have done one of their games this season. We've talked to Coach Wiltz many times. The story has been told many times before. They have a small roster. Their roster size is only in the mid-20s, but they got dudes that could play. And they're really, really good, really, really gifted, and it should be a fun matchup tonight as they're taking on an LCO team that is trying to get off to a strong start, kind of get off the schneid a little bit. LCO has a bigger roster, but they've got a lot of injuries, so it should be a fun matchup. You know, Coach Wiltz told us earlier in the week on play-by-play, he said, man, the one team that we haven't always played our best against has been LCO. So they know that they got this one circled, and they want to put together a strong performance tonight.
Yeah, and you mentioned the injuries from LCO, where Coach Pierce came on play-by-play today, and he's trying to piece together a roster. You get some injuries. He has a couple of them out for the season. He's getting a couple of them back tonight from their previous injuries. The Cubs are going to try and get the ball to Traquan Smith. There's their guy on offense. Quarterback is going to be Jason Foray, and they're going to try to get the ball to their athletes out in space.
Yeah, no doubt.
We're having a wind is really kicking up here. We're going to try and close some windows so that we can
hear
us a little bit.
It is going to be a challenge tonight. It's going to be a very interesting challenge, and I'm curious to see if if LCO is going to be able to handle the athletes in space. And I think it's going to be up to LCO to get off to a strong start. You got to get off to a strong start tonight. If you could do that, I think good things could happen. But if you fall behind early and have to chase, it's going to be an uphill climb.
Yeah, and I think the defensive backs from LCO are going to have a good game with the way Raceland likes to put the ball up in the air. I see the Bulldogs warming up a few times. They put the ball up in the air, and we're going to see Coach Pierce's plan. I'm sure there's going to be some type of ball control offense where trying to keep these athletes from Raceland off the field on offense and see how long they can get that plan last. Let's go and thank some of our sponsors. Lafourche Parish Fire District Number 3. Smoke detectors save lives. Install yours today. Stay safe. Plan smart. GIS, putting people first. PMC Insurance, specializing in home, auto, and much more. For all your insurance needs, go see Philly C. Chabert at PMC Insurance. Rev, the official internet provider for KLEB streaming. Terrio, Dewey, and Terrio, we make insurance easy since 1957. Both teams are in their respective end zones getting the final instructions from their coaching staff, and we're going to be set for football here at Central Lafourche High School, LCO versus Raceland. Casey, I don't know if you had a chance to talk to Coach Wiltz today, but I know he's not looking ahead to any game. We had him on Inside Trojan Athletics, and he was very adamant about, it's one game at a time.
No, yeah, they're not looking ahead. Not at all. They're not paying attention to a Lockport matchup or anything of the sort. They are ready for tonight's broadcast and ball game, and they're ready to see if they could get a W against a team that has given them problems in the past.
Let's go ahead and take a break. We got 8 minutes or so to kick off. They may even start this a little early. So let's go ahead and take a 3-minute break. When we get back, we're going to have the kickoff here from Central Lafourche High School right here on KLEB.
I'm good. We found out who that iPad was from.
Who was it for?
Opened it up and said, Timber High football. There was a guy up here. I don't know. Well, yeah, they were setting up next door. And I was talking to one of my friends, who's also a track coach. He said, "Yeah, you ought to see the number of iPads we have." And then when I after I texted you, I opened it up and it's like, oh yeah, they just lost one. So, Mr. Adams,
Andre, yeah.
Andre. He said, "Well, I'll take it to Thibodeau tomorrow. We have our principals meeting, first day of the month." So he took
Good.
it in.
Good. Yeah, whenever you asked if it was ours, I had to double check, triple check, but yeah, we were
It
good.
was on top of this, and it was the same color.
Yeah.
It almost was camouflage.
And here come the Cubs.
I appreciate you checking in, but next time it very well could be one of ours.
I already had 3, so I didn't think of that.
Played in a way that our words and actions are pleasing to you, Lord. May good sportsmanship, respect, and honor be shown by all players, coaches, referees, and fans. We ask that your protection be upon all of these on and off the field tonight. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
And before we play our national anthem, let's welcome the Bulldogs to the field.
Out of my chest.
Good job.
Thank you.
Our national anthem is being led by band director Blake Bogan.
Last one. Can bring it back. That was the playing of the national anthem from the Raceland Middle School Cub Band.
Good job by them.
Captains for the Cubs tonight is number
Yeah, they
3,
played a couple of songs
Jeremy
earlier,
Hart.
and they do a good job.
Number 5, Chase on Corey.
The
12,
captains
Jalen Hester.
for tonight,
13, Trayvon
number 13, Traquan Smith. Number 3, Germany Harvey. Number 5, Chasen Forey. And number 12, Jalen Hester.
And we got those doggone white on yellow LCO uniforms, so we will do the best that we can.
Captains for the Bulldogs, number 21,
I got you. Just give me numbers. Roddy Gisclair.
23, that's Crochet.
Yeah, Crochet.
90,
90 is Jaden Cruz.
66.
66 is Howard McLean. Good to see him back out there. He was out last week.
Yeah, Coach Pierce told us earlier that McLean would be back in a starting lineup. Yeah, you're right. It's good to see him back. Captains are at midfield. Tonight's coin toss is brought to you by State Bank and Trust Company. Banking you can count on, member FDIC. If we have any injury reports or timeouts, That is brought to you by Thibodeau Regional Medical Center, a leader in bringing you the latest and best technology in the region. Coin toss, Raceland wins and defers, so the Bulldogs will receive. We also want to mention our starter lineups brought to you by Lady of the Sea General Hospital, compassionate medicine close to home. Defensive starter lineups brought to you by Terry L. Hunter III Foundation. Helping to spread suicide prevention awareness. 1 in 5 adults live with a mental health condition. Call 988-24/7 for free and confidential emotional support.
Brian, you know, it's October when I look to my left all the way on the far side and I see some Central Lafourche guys in their full jersey on the basketball side out there.
Yeah, look, you got one already with an injury.
Gage won't like that.
The Cubs will kick off. Back deep for the Bulldogs will be Gisclair.
Cubs is Chasen
Foray, we saw him against Golden Meadow. He does have a good leg. He can put this ball pretty deep down the field, and he's also good at placing the ball where he needs to. So if they want him on the sideline or whatever, he could do all those things.
Foray set to kick. And we're underway. Kick is to the right side of the field. It's fielded by the Bulldogs looking for running room. He's going to be grabbed, looked like by the face mask, and it is. That was Hemel on the return. He was grabbed by the face mask. So that'll attack on 15 yards. Bulldogs will have great starting field position to start this game. Bulldogs in their white away traveler jerseys with the maroon pants. Cubs are in their blue jersey and pants.
This is going to be great starting field position for LCO. Right across midfield after the 15-yarder. Couldn't ask for any more if you're Coach Pierce.
So they're in Cub territory. Ball spotted at the 49-yard line. Bulldogs come out the huddle. That is Thomas Punch in at quarterback. Gets the snap. Ball's going to be given to number 10 for the Bulldogs trying to get yardage on the left side. That is Fonseca. It's actually going to lose a yard on the play.
And we talked about this a little bit on play-by-play today. Raceland generates a lot of headlines because of how explosive they could be on the offensive side, but the story of their season has been their defense. Their defense has been tremendous.
So Thomas Punch getting the start at quarterback for the Bulldogs. He's under center, 3-back set. They're going to shift. Not in I formation. Wing to the right. Punch gets the snap, gets to Gisclair on the right side. He's hitting the backfield. Going to lose about 3 on the play. Too much penetration from the Cub defense. Brings up a 3rd and about 14 for the Bulldogs.
We're talking about the Cubs and their defense. They have not allowed a point yet this season. 3 straight shutouts to start the year.
Punch brings his team to the line of scrimmage. Just underway here at Central Lafourche, no score. Punch is under center. Twins to the near side. Man in motion. Punch is going to roll to his right. Gets away from the first man, but not the second. Tackle the Cubs. By the Cubs in the backfield. Number 23, Henry Thomas on the tackle for the Cubs.
Bring up 4th and 15 from the Bulldogs.
4th and long for the Bulldogs. The ball's back at their 46-yard line. Looks like they're going to punt this ball away.
Yeah, rough start to the game on the LCO side offensively. Let's see if you could flip the field a smidge here.
Bulldogs in punt formation, and we have a whistle on the play. Timeout, Bulldogs. Let's take it with them. We're going to be back in 1 minute on KLEB. High snap from the center to the punter, number 44, Kyle Vincent. He scrambles, picks up the ball, trying to run with it. He's tackled for another loss. That'll be a turnover on downs from the Bulldogs, giving the Cubs great field position at the Bulldog 38-yard line.
Yeah, Coach Pierce told us today on play-by-play, said, man, we just can't make a whole lot of mistakes today. Well, we see a couple of them right out of the gate.
Cubs come to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback is Foray. Foray's going to be in the gun. Looks over the formation, man in motion. He's giving to Smith on the left side. Turns it to the outside. He's at 35-30, 25-20, 15-10-5. Touchdown Cubs on the first play from scrimmage. Gives his team an early 6-0 lead.
38-yard carry.
Nothing fancy there, just play off tackle. He broke it to the outside, then turned upfield. Broke a couple of tackles, and it was smooth sailing into the end zone.
Great start to the game for Raceland. Get a defensive stop, get a score.
Raceland will be going for 2. They're going to spot the ball with the left hash. Foray in the gun, everyone in tight. Foray gets the snap, he's going to run it, trying to get to the outside, and he will. 2-point conversion is good. So with 5:26 to go in the first period, Cubs 8, LCO 0. We're back in 1 minute right here on KLEB.
Bulldogs 0.
Gisclair fields the kickoff at the 20-yard line, returns it to the 41-yard line. So a nice return from the Bulldogs to start their second possession of the game. Cubs up 8-0 with 5:17 to go in the first period.
Yeah, field position hasn't been an issue for LCO. It's just been execution so far. Can't get out of their own way.
Bulldogs at the line of scrimmage. They're going to shift. Trips to the left side. Man in motion is Gisclair. Snap given to the back. He's going to fight hard. Maybe one on the play.
Tackle made by Hester. Gain of 1.
That was. Oh, these numbers are difficult.
Yeah, the gold on the white is not exactly the easiest.
Like 22 on the carry. Wesley for the Bulldogs brings up a 2nd and 9. Bourgeois back in at quarterback for the Bulldogs. 3 receivers to the near side. 2 receivers far, empty backfield. Man in motion is given to him, but going nowhere. Tackled by Smith.
Tackled by Hester.
Tried to get to the outside. It was like Punch was trying to get to the outside. But Smith was in the backfield right after the snap for a loss. That'll bring up by 3rd and 12, 13 for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, just not much.
Not much room at all.
I was about to say that the Cubs have those gaps closed pretty well.
Bourgeois gets his team to the line of scrimmage. Bulldogs shift. 3 receivers set to the near side. The snap. Rolls to his right. He's going to throw the ball. Has a man. It's tipped, deflected. Good play by Foray. Deflects the ball. Incomplete pass. That'll bring up 4th and long for the Bulldogs. punt team coming back in for the Bulldogs.
Not a bad idea to put it in the air, but Raceland had it covered. Now you got to get the snap to the punter here.
44, Vincent back to punt for the Bulldogs. The snap, punt gets it away. It's fielded by Foray at midfield. Thought he would let it bounce. He just fields it, returns it 10 yards to the 40. So once again, Cubs will have great field position starting their drive in Bulldog territory at the 40-yard line.
That's how you know the Foray kid is a baseball player. He was just an outfielder right there. Just saw the ball, high-pointed it, made a nice play.
Yeah, a lot of people would have just let it bounce. He went up and caught it, returned it 10 yards. 3:39 to go in the first period. Raceland's up 8-0.
Cubs play 1st and 10 from the Bulldog 40.
Cubs come to the line of scrimmage. Foray looking to the sideline for a play. One man short.
It's a pretty important one, an offensive lineman.
Now we'll have a timeout called by the Cubs. A lot of times they just get caught up watching the game, and he was late getting in, so they're going to call a timeout. That's their first timeout of the game. Casey, one play, one score for the Cubs. Bulldogs having trouble moving the football on offense.
Yeah, man, Coach Pierce told us on the show today, he said, man, look, we got to be cleaner, and it has been anything but so far. It's been a rough start to the game. Give Raceland credit. They've had a lot to do with that, but LCO's got to find a way to start moving the football and start getting some stops, or Raceland's going to try to pounce pretty early here.
Thanks to Lafourche Parish Fire District number 3, GIS, and PMC Insurance. Sponsoring middle school football all year long right here on KLEB. Cubs playing a 1st and 10 at the Bulldog 40-yard line. Foray in the gun. Pistol set, man in motion. He's going to counter play to number 12. Big hole in the right side. He's at the 30, 25, 20. No one's going to catch him. 15-10. Touchdown. Jalen Hester on the carry on a counter play. Caught the Bulldogs over pursuing the football when he was wide open on the right side for the touchdown. That was a 40-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, that's pretty efficient offense from Raceland. 2 plays, 2 touchdowns. And they are showing why they are one of the parish unbeatens right now.
Cubs going for 2. This time the ball is going to be spotted middle of the field at the 3-yard line. Cubs come to the line of scrimmage. Pistol set. Foray has it. He's going to give the ball on the left side. Runner's going to turn into the end zone easy. 23. Henry Thomas on a 2-point conversion. Brings out score 16-0. 3:30 to go in the first period. Let's go ahead and take Mr. Jason, if you can, a 30-second break because they are very quick. Let's just take a 30-second break right here on KLEB. That can do that. Raceland set to kick off again. Gisclair back deep. His ball's going to be kicked to the right side. Bulldogs will let it go out of bounds. Nice job by Hemel.
Yep.
Letting the ball go out of bounds.
On the kick, out of bounds.
So the Bulldogs will take over in pretty good field position. 3:24 to go, opening period. Cubs, 2 plays, 2 scores.
Yeah, pretty tough to mess with that, man.
Bulldogs will have the ball at the 41-yard line. Ball's going to be spotted on the right hash. 1st and 10.
Bulldogs will play 1st and 10 from their own 41.
Bourgeois in at quarterback. He's under center. Bulldogs going to shift. 2 receivers to the short side of the field. Man in motion. Snap. On a counter play, he's given to Gisclair, fighting for yardage. Actually had a nice hole. I didn't think he ran into maybe one of his players. Gain of about 2 on the play.
Yeah, you're right. Kind of rubbed elbows at one of his linemen there. Got slung down. He got a few. And one of the positive plays for LCO on offense so far. They
actually don't give him 3 on the play, so it's 2nd and 7. .256 and counting. Bulldogs trail 16-0. First period. 3 receivers to the near side. Motion. Snap. Given on the right side to Wesley. He will pick up about 1 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd down for the Bulldogs. Ball spotted right at the 45-yard line. Bulldogs facing a 3rd and 6.
It's just a grind, man. Like, Raceland's defense isn't big, but they're just strong enough, and they're so fast, man. They close those holes so quickly.
Bulldogs trouble getting set. Bourgeois snaps. That's a reverse. Ball's dropped. Who's going to get it? The Cubs follow on the ball. Bulldogs try to double reverse. And the ball was fumbled on the exchange. The Cubs will take over 1st and 10 in Bulldog territory once again. Ball's going to be spotted at the 33-yard line.
From the Bulldog 34.
Cubs in the huddle for a quarterback for the Cubs. Cubs break strong right formation in the gun. Quarterback run on the right side at the 20. Breaks a tackle, 25-20, 15-10, 5. No one catches them, touchdown, but there's a flag on the play. Holding on the Cubs. That'll back them up. So that's going to take the touchdown off the board for the Cubs. That'll back them up 10.
Yeah, well, that was an interesting formation from Coach Wills there. They had an extreme overload on the right side. I mean, just had everybody there.
Ball spotted at the Bulldog 39-yard line. Cubs just using their speed. You think they're going to come to this side now, the wide side of the field. Once they get to the outside, it's tough for the Bulldogs to get them. They're going to have to take better angles. Cubs replay 1st down. This time they backed up to the 39. Foray in the gun. 2 receivers to the near side. Man in motion. Snap is given to him. Trying to get to the outside. The 40 turns up the field. Flag on the plays to the 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown. That is coming back. Thomas gets to the outside in the end zone, but it's coming back. Holding on the Cubs.
Look, LCO, man, I get it. It's been 2 straight holds, and the last one, looking back at it, it was a very obvious hold. But you got to get a ball carrier on the ground. Every single snap Raceland has run in this game has ended in a touchdown, either that's counted or that's been negated by penalty.
And the thing is that the Cubs, you got to cut out these penalties. Yeah. Ball's going to be spotted back at midfield. The Cubs have to get to the 23-yard line for a 1st down, but it is 1st down and long. for the Cubs. 126 and counting. First period. Cubs in front.
It's like first and 27.
Trips to the far side, which is the wide side of the field. One receiver to the near side. Snap. Forey gets it. He's going to pass the ball. Kept on the screen, trying to get to the outside. He does. The 50, the 40, 30, 25 is going to be tackled at about the 22, but that'll be enough for a Cub first down.
27-yard pass.
That was Harvey.
First down.
Really nice play again to the outside, breaking some tackles, making men miss. And the Cubs are cruising for the bruising right now. Everything they're calling is working.
First and 10 Cubs at the 21-yard line. Cubs quick to the huddle. 40 seconds left in the first period. Pistol set. Forey. Snap. That's given to Smith. He bounces to the outside, and he's going to walk into the end zone for a Cub touchdown. No flags on the play. That was designed to go inside Casey. He just popped it out and showed his speed on the outside, and there's no one there for the Bulldogs.
Yep, they're awfully explosive, man.
22-0 score. Again, Cubs are moving the ball to the left hash to attempt a 2-point conversion. Forey in the gun. This time Smith is lined up close to the line of scrimmage. Forey is going to run it right side. Walks into the end zone for the conversion. 22 seconds left to go. It's been all Cubs here. So, Mr. Jason, let's continue. Let's take a 30-second. We'll be back right after this. And welcome back. Cubs are set to kick off. Liret will be kicking for the Cubs. Back deep for the Bulldogs. Roddy Gisclair. Cooper Hemel.
Liret to kick for the Cubs.
Bulldogs run a late player on the field. Liret approaches the ball. Down the middle, Gisclair takes it about the 26. Cuts upfield the 40, runs into some trouble holding on to the ball as the Cubs are trying to take it from him. He's tackled at the 43-yard line, so good return from Gisclair. 16 seconds to go here in the first period.
That's going to be one of the things that's going to be so frustrating to LCO. They've had good starting field position every drive. They just haven't been able to move the football.
Bourgeois, quarterback for the Dogs. One receiver to the near side. Two-back set. It's given on the left side, cuts up the field. Nice run by Fonseca. He's going to be tackled at about the 49-yard line. That's going to bring us to the end of the first period. So let's go ahead and take a break. You're listening to Middle School Football. We'll be back here in 1 minute on KLEB. Welcome back here to Central Lafourche High School. Coach Brian Callais here with Casey Gisclair. Into the first period, our scores: Raceland 24, LCO 0. LCO trying to get something started here on offense. They have the ball at the 49, playing about 2nd and 4. Bourgeois under center. The Bulldogs will shift into a 2-receiver set side to the near side. Man in motions, Fonseca. There's a reverse trying to give on a counter play to Gisclair. Is blown up in the backfield by the Cubs, number 65, Morris. Tore up that play in the backfield.
Yep, that was busted up. He saw that one coming.
Yeah, I believe it's 65. That
65, yes, sir.
That'll force the Bulldogs into 3rd and 8 situation. Bulldogs come to the line of scrimmage. Two-back set behind Bourgeois. Snap. Bourgeois and give to Fonseca. Avoids one defender in the backfield. Cannot get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to be a loss of 1 on the play. Bulldogs facing a 4th down. And it looks like the punt team's coming in.
Yeah, just tough sledding right now for the guys in the white jerseys. Raceland is controlling both lines of scrimmage right now.
Vincent back to punt for the Bulldogs. Punt formation. The snap, good. Vincent gets it. Away, high
Good
punt
kick.
down the middle. The ball's fielded by Harvey. Breaks a tackle. Turns up the field. It's the 50, midfield. Breaks another tackle. He might take this to the house, and he will. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown Cubs by Harvey on the punt return for the Cubs. Increases their lead 30-0.
Man, they got it rolling in every phase right now. Defense been dominant, offense been dominant. Now they get a return on special teams. Been a lights out performance for Raceland.
Raceland is going for 2. Forey gets the play from Coach Wiltz on the sideline. Ball spotted center of the field. Forey under center. Smith in the backfield. The snap, Forey drops back, has a receiver, and the ball is going to be incomplete. Threw it over his head, intended for Harvey in the corner of the end zone. Incomplete. It's 30-0 here with 6:07 to go in the second. Let's go ahead and take a 1-minute break right here on KLEB.
Bulldogs a play.
Fonseca returns the kick for the Bulldogs to the 42-yard line, 47-yard line. In case the Bulldogs are getting good returns and good field position, it's tough going for them.
Yeah, man, the kick return game has not been an issue. They have gotten great field positions, just the other areas.
1st and 10, 5:29 to go in the first half. Bourgeois is under center. Hemel is going to be split out wide left. Snap is given to the back, trying to get to the outside, and he will not. He's going to be tackled for a loss. Number 8 on the carry, Coder Hunter. Loses 2 on the play, backs the ball up to the 45-yard line.
And Brian, look, I don't know if it was done accidentally, but the clock did not stop at all in between the possession change, and so we're grinding down in the second quarter.
Get home in enough time to see the Yankees win.
Maybe so.
No. Bourgeois under center, one back behind him. Man in motion. Ball's given to the back, and he's just knocked down. He's knocked down. He's injured on the play. He was knocked down pretty much by his own lineman. Raceland's doing a good job of coming up the ball and pushing the offensive line back for the Bulldogs. Wesley was on the carry. Bulldogs facing a 3rd down. 3rd and 14. 3:50 to go here in the second quarter. Bourgeois back under center. One out split. Well, he's way off.
Still, got an early jump.
Well, the receiver thinks it's on him, but I think they actually going to call it on the defense. Defense came across. No, they're going to call it on the offense. That'll back the ball up. 38-yard line. 3rd and long for the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs just look discombobulated, man. Like a lot of the boys didn't even realize to go backwards in the huddle. Like they just look shell-shocked right now.
3:18 left in the first half. Bourgeois under center, the snap. There's a double reverse, trying to get to the outside. He does, turns up the field, a 40, across the 45 to maybe the 46. That was Fonseca on the carry. That'll bring up 4th and 12. For the Bulldogs. Nice run from Fonseca. He turned right up the field. Clock running. Bulldogs trying to pick up a 1st down.
It would be one of the challenges if LCO can't get a little closer. Raceland does. I don't know if they even have enough kids to make a second team.
Receiver split out wide to the right, near side. The snap. There's the reverse. It's dropped in the backfield. Bulldogs will fall on it. That'll be a turnover on downs.
Cubs a play. 1st and 10 from the Bulldog 35.
Looked like number 28. Landry dropped the ball on the reverse. It's a turnover on downs. The Cubs will take over at the Bulldog 35-yard line. Yeah, Casey, you're right. There's not many to choose from here for a second unit.
Yeah, you got a roster of 27, I believe, total.
Cubs come to the line of scrimmage. Forey in the gun. Smith to his left. Man in motion is given to him, trying to get to the outside. He does. There's no one around. The 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. 23. That was Thomas again.
Thomas on the carry.
Very simple plays. Cubs score once again, makes it 36-0. Ball spotted center of the field. Cubs come to the line of scrimmage. Foray in the gun. Once again, Thomas is up close to the line of scrimmage. Foray's going to roll to his right. Has a receiver in the end zone. Completion for the two-point conversion. That was Harvey on the reception for the Cubs. Scored 38-0. Mr. Jason, let's go ahead and take a 30-second timeout. We're back here in 30 seconds on KLEB. Here, the Cubs are set to kick off. Lee-Red to kick off for the Cubs.
Saltzman's Professional Tax Service. Sheriff Craig Weber.
Fonseca back deep.
Golden Ranch Farms.
Along with Hunter.
5 guys. Osher St. Anne. And the goal post.
The kick from Lee-Red. Hunter fields it at the 30, 35, trying to get to the outside, cuts up the field at the 40. He's going to be tackled at the 42-yard line.
Hunter on the return.
Nice job by Hunter on the return for the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs a play, 1st and 10 from the 42.
The clock is running with 1:28 to go here before halftime.
Yeah, in theory, it probably shouldn't be, but I think we might have had a little wink, wink, nudge, nudge, handshake agreement. And we're going to have a very short second half.
Ball spotted at the 42-yard line. Bourgeois comes to the line of scrimmage. Two receivers to the far side. The snap. Giving up the middle to Fonseca, fighting for yards. He's going to get to the 45. And to pour more onto the Bulldogs, Roddy Gisclair has not been in the game. I see him on the track walking without his helmet, kind of limping, so he may be done for the evening.
That's tough. That's not the news that LCO fans want to hear. One of the few young men that touched the ball frequently that hasn't been injured this season.
I see his mom is taking him. Bulldogs come to the line of scrimmage. One receiver to the near side. The snap given to Fonseca on the right side. And that'll bring us, he's tackled short of midfield to 48. That'll bring us to halftime with our score. Raceland 38, LCO 0. We're back in 3 minutes right here on KLEB. Welcome back here. We're going to let you enjoy the middle school Raceland Cubs dance team perform. We're waiting on the music. We are patiently waiting for the music. Well, they have an audio problem, so we're going to go ahead and talk about the first half of this game. You can, 2 words, all Cubs.
Yeah, I mean, there's no other way to say it. They've dominated in every phase. Their defense has been tremendous. Their offense has been explosive. Their special teams has been real good. They take a kick back to the house. Just was one of those halves, man. And if you're LCO, look, I mean, you're not coming back. You're down 38-0. You're not coming back. You just want to play a clean half. Play a clean half, build some momentum, try to find something in the next 16 minutes that you could carry forward into the next couple weeks.
Yeah, the Bulldogs are rallied around Coach Pierce right now, and it's straight talking to him. And look, first chance I get to see Raceland, I don't know how good they are. LCO just has so many injuries.
Yeah.
Then Roddy Gisclair goes down with an injury. It just keeps piling on for him.
Yeah, it certainly has not been LCO's night for sure. And you're right, they're the walking wounded right now. They've got so many guys out injured. They've got so many guys who are missing. And it is hard to get a gauge for sure. Now, I'll tell you one thing that Raceland has going for them. They have played now 14 quarters of football. They've not given up a point. And that matters, man. Defense wins championships, and their defense has been unbelievably good again here today.
Yeah, and, in games like this, who gets the ball first? Guess what? The Cubs are getting it to start the second half. And I want to shout out Caden Fonseca. He's running hard for the Bulldogs. He's getting some runs. He's getting hit close to the line of scrimmage, but he's running really hard.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Look, the kids that are out there are giving it the best they can. Just right now, a little bit of a talent mismatch. And like we said, we'll see. It's going to be probably a little bit of a shorter second half, as I think we might be doing some running time stuff. But just try to put together a drive, try to get a stop, just anything to try to build some confidence.
Yeah, and I think the rule is 42 points for running time, but it's 38. And just how they score. It's like one play, 2 plays on a drive, and they score. So, I would think it could be running time.
Yeah, for sure. We saw it a little bit there at the end of the first half, and we'll see if that's the way that they choose to go. But, most important thing, if you're LCO, obviously you want to find something. You want to play a little cleaner in the next half, what have you. But you also got to stay injury-free in the next half too, man, because you are bare bone. There is just no cartilage left. It's bone on bone right now. You have so many injuries. You've got to make sure you get out of the rest of this game clean, knowing that you've already lost a few of them tonight.
Yeah, and I see the officials talking with Coach Wiltz right now that if the clock is stopped, maybe that's what they're talking about. But we'll see. And look, if you Coach Wiltz, with only having like 25 people on your entire roster, do you have a second quarterback? Do you have running backs that's not playing already? That's just on the sideline. I don't know what they have, and because you definitely don't want to run the score up.
No, absolutely not.
You don't want to keep your starters in there, but your backup could be your starting running back at quarterback. So we'll see, but you can see the Bulldogs taking the field, walking to the sideline. they need something positive right here to happen.
100%, man. It just doesn't look like the kids are having a whole lot of fun right now, and I get it. They haven't had a whole lot to be excited about, but hopefully that'll change for them here in the second half. And you mentioned Raceland not having, maybe a full set of backups, what have you. That's another reason why they probably want the running time, too. They don't want to lose a starter in a 38-0 game. They want to make sure they get in and out, too.
That's a good point because they got 3 games left after this. So, yeah, they definitely can't afford injuries. Right here, see LCO is going to be kicking off to start the second half. Cubs are still on the sideline. We're going to know real quick here if there's going to be running time.
Yep. It's going to take us all of one play.
Back deep. It looks like Foray is going to be back deep. Vincent should be kicking off for the Bulldogs. Coleman. And, of course, you got Smith back there. And Henry Thomas.
Not sure exactly what we're waiting on here.
Football. We need a football.
Oh, yeah. That'll help. I was about to say, I saw 2 teams. I saw officials. But, yeah, can't play without the ball. We learned this week on Play-by-Play you could practice without the ball.
Several teams doing that. And if you're like the Saints, you don't catch the ball.
Yeah, they're good at that.
Vincent is going to kick off for the Bulldogs to start the second half. All Raceland in the first half, 38-0. Vincent waiting to kick. He's waiting for a whistle. He's just going to go and kick it. Onside kick, touched by Raceland, and they're going to fall on the ball. The Bulldogs had a chance to recover.
They did.
Vincent with the kick.
And the clock is stopped, sir.
That was Harvey.
Recovered by Harvey.
On the recovery. And the clock is going to roll.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, they were just waiting to get the fumble pile.
So the Cubs will take over at the 47. There's so much walking going on in this field right here.
Yeah, you just get the sense that both teams are kind of over it right now at this point. It's a lopsided game. But you would think, and I mean, look, it's the Cub guys. You would think these kids would be ready to roll, man. Like, you getting a chance to play. This is a lot of backups. What you doing walking on the field, man?
So the Cubs will come to the line of scrimmage. Forey in at quarterback. Thomas is to his right. Smith to his right. Man in motion. Reverse. Going to turn up the field. Can he get outside? He does. Nice tackle in the open field by Fonseca.
Yeah, real good tackle.
That was 13 on the carry.
Hester on the carry. Good for Cubs. First down. Tackled by Fonseca.
Fonseca did a good open field tackle, saved the touchdown. First down for the Cubs in Bulldog territory at the 42-yard line.
I know a lot of teams now don't do like the old school helmet stickers anymore, but Fonseca would have earned about a dozen of them tonight alone if LCO did such a thing.
Forey in the gun. Motion is given to him. That's Thomas trying to get to the outside. He turns up the field. 40-yard line, 35. He's going to be tackled inside the 30 after picking up about 15 on the play. First down for the Cubs.
Brings up Cubs, first down.
Cubs will have the ball, the 29-yard line. First and 10.
Cubs are playing first and 10 from the Bulldog 29.
Clock rolling, 5:43 to go in the third period. Cubs are in no hurry to break the huddle. They come to the line of scrimmage. Forey in the gun. Smith to his right. Motion is Thomas. He's going to fake it. Forey's going to keep it. Turns upfield 25-20. Cuts to the outside 15-10-5. Touchdown. Forey on a 28-yard or so touchdown run.
Good run from 4A. He's one of them guys, if there was such a thing as like a parish MVP, he would be in the running. He's a very special player. When I understand, he's good at all the sports, basketball, baseball, all that good stuff.
And look, nice job by Coach Wiltz here. They've been going in motion and just giving to the motion guy. This time, fake the give. Quarterback kept it. It's important to get these things on film for later in the year. Cubs going for 2. Ball spotted center of the field. Forey gets it. Gives it to Thomas on the left side. Runs over a Bulldog to get in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, which brings our score. Raceland 46, LCO 0. We'll keep it here and let it roll. The clock is stopped for the change of possession. And that's one thing where I wish they would get consistent on where.
Yeah, we've seen it both ways, haven't we?
Yeah, some officials don't stop it at all. Some stop it for a change of possession, which is the rule. Change of possession, you stop it. Lee Red set to kick off once again.
Fans, let's give it a hand for the LCO Bulldog cheerleader and dance team.
Bulldogs back, standing at about their 25-yard line. Lee Red approaches, kicks.
Kicking for the Cubs is Lee Red.
Ball bounces at 25. It's picked up by the Bulldogs. Gets across the 35, still fighting for yardage. Across the 40. Once again, nice return from the Bulldogs.
Cubs will play 1st and 10 from the 40.
Number 8 for the Bulldogs on the carry. That was Coda Hunter. Nice job on the return by Hunter. Bourgeois back in at quarterback for the Bulldogs. Receiver split out wide to the right. The snap. He's given a Fonseca. This time not much room. The ball stolen away from him. But number 13 picks it up at the 30. He's at the 20. 10, touchdown, Smith took the ball right out of Fonseca's hands and went about 35 yards or so for the Cub touchdown.
Just one of those nights, man, and a great hustle play by the big fella. And obviously he knows what to do with the football.
And Fonseca running hard. It's just Smith came and took it right from him. Cubs again for the 2-point conversion. Cubs in the huddle, getting ready to go for a 2-point conversion. Still in the huddle. Not sure what they're waiting for. They break the huddle.
Say the clock's running. They could be in the huddle as long as they want at this point.
Forey in the gun. Ball's given to the Cub. Number 12 on the carry. He gets in the end zone. That is Hester on the carry, which brings our score 54-0. Clock is running.
LCO Bulldog 0, your Raceland School Cubs 54.
to go ahead and thank our sponsors, Terrio, Dewey, Ontario, Rev, PMC Insurance, GIS, and Lafourche Parish Fire District Number 3. Smoke detector saves lives. Install yours today. Be safe. Plan smart. The Cubs are set to kick. This time they're going to have a new kicker in. Number 16 for the Cubs. That's Leeret. Same kicker. What am I talking about? I'm being run rude.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Approaches the ball. Kick. It's going to be fielded at the 20 by Fonseca at the 25, 30. Lowers his head, fighting for yards. Tackled at the 35-yard line. Bulldogs will be playing a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
But I'm not sure that they'll be running a play.
And they're going to spot it at the 36-yard line. And that's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter. What our score?
Let's see, they're going to try.
8, 7. Well, Bourgeois know they're going to shift. This is going to end the quarter.
2, 1. There we go.
All right, that's the end of the third quarter. Our score is all Raceland, 54-0 over LCO. We'll be back in 30 seconds right here on KLEB. To Central Lafourche High School. Way to start the fourth quarter. It's all Raceland tonight. Bulldogs have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line.
Bulldogs will play 1st and 10 from their own 35.
Bourgeois under center. Bulldogs will shift. Receivers split out wide to each side. Man in motion. Snap. There's a reverse, and he's going to be mistackled in the backfield, trying to fight for extra yards. He's giving up yards, and he's going to be tackled in the backfield for a loss of about 10. That looked like Helmer on the run for the Bulldogs. Hunter. Hunter was on the carry. Bulldogs playing 2nd and long from the 29-yard line. Bulldogs break the huddle. Right over 7 minutes to go in this game. Trips to the wide side. Snap. Drops back, roll out to his right, trying to look for a receiver on the heavy pressure, and he's going to be sacked for about a 4-yard loss by the Cubs.
Yeah, just not a lot of space. And looking down the field, there wasn't anybody open down there anyway.
That'll be 3rd and long for the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs will play 3rd and 20 from their 26.
Bourgeois still in at quarterback. Bulldogs break the huddle. They shift, trips to the near side. Motion. Giving up the middle, and he is flipped.
Flag on the play.
There's a flag on the play.
Yeah, see, that play should have never happened. The defensive end was in the backfield before the play even started. That's offsides is the call. But that's a dead ball penalty.
Wesley was hit hard.
Yeah, you got to prevent him from taking that lick. I mean, the defender was in the backfield before the snap. That one's got to be blown dead.
Bulldogs at the 31-yard line. It's 3rd and long.
3rd and 15.
5:25 to go. Receiver split out wide to the near side. Hard count. Cubs cross. That'll get 5 yards for the Bulldogs. That's one way of slowing them down, going a different count.
Yep. And that's one way to make a coach who's winning 54-0 upset. Seeing penalties like this.
Bulldogs are playing 3rd and 10 from 36.
Ball spotted at the Bulldog 36-yard line. Single back. Man motion. The snap. Bourgeois is going to keep it up the middle, fighting for yards. He's going to pick up maybe 1 on the play. That'll bring up a 4th down.
Gain of 1 on the play.
Ball spotted at the 37-yard line. 4 minutes to go. Bulldogs playing a 4th and 9. Bourgeois under center, 1 back, set. Motion, counter play to Fonseca, turns upfield to 35, across midfield to about the 49-yard line.
First down.
Nice hard run by Fonseca, and he comes up limping on the play. They're going to spot the ball back right at midfield. Fonseca's being helped off the field. .255 remaining.
Bulldogs are playing.
Good hard run from Fonseca. Gets the Bulldogs at midfield, playing a 1st and 10. And they will have to call a timeout. Not quite sure of the play. We'll go ahead and thank the Fourche Parish Fire District number 3, GIS, putting people first. PMC Insurance, specializing in home, auto, and much more. Call Phyllis C. Chabert for all your insurance needs. Also, Rev, the official internet provider of KLEB Streaming. Terrio Due Ontario. We make insurance easy since 1957. Bulldogs are getting the play in from the sideline. 1st and 10, they're right at midfield. 2:37 to go in this game. It's been all Cubs. Bulldogs are trying to be the first team to score on the Cubs this year. Bulldogs come to the line of scrimmage. One back behind Bourgeois. Motion. There's that counter play. The 50, 45, and he's going to be tackled across the 45. He falls to about the 43-yard line.
Gain of 5.
That was Charles on the carry for the Bulldogs.
Look, it is 54-0. The Cubs are going to win this game. Don't think for a second that they don't know that their scoreless streak is on the line here in these final 2 minutes.
Bulldogs will play in a second and about 3. Email split out to the near side. Snap given to the running back, trying to get outside, gives up yardage in the process, and he's going to be tackled. No gain. That was Landry on the carry.
From the Cubs, 42.
Clock running, minute 25. Bulldogs playing third and about 3 again. No gain on that last play, last run by Landry. Bourgeois gets the Bulldogs to shift. 3 receivers near side, man in motion. Giving it right up the middle. Tough run, picks up the first down. Nice run from the Bulldogs. That was number 22, Wesley on the carry. Picks up the first down. 37 seconds.
I said maybe one more snap.
Ball spotted at the 38-yard line. The Bulldogs shift. Receiver split out wide to the right. Snap. Given to Wesley. No, that's not. Check that. It's fighting for yardage. Still fighting. He's at the 25. He's going to fall forward inside the 25. That was.
Brings up another Bulldog first down.
It was not Bourgeois. That was number 7, Charles, on the carry for the Bulldogs, which will bring us to the end of the game without score. Raceland 54, LCO 0. Casey, some quick thoughts?
Raceland dominated the game. I mean, from in every aspect, they scored on offense, they scored on defense, they scored on special teams. They showed why they're undefeated. And LCO just too many injuries, man. You lose a couple more of them tonight, it's going to be a rough go the rest of the way if they can't get back healthy.
Yeah, they're going to have to get healthy real soon. So that'll do it for us. Our final score once again is Raceland 54, LCO 0. For Mr. Jason back in the studio, for Casey on my left, Truck on the camera to my right. This is Coach Brian Callais wishing you all a very good night. And remember, keep it tuned in on here to KLEB. We're back at Sports Corner tomorrow, and we're back on the air, not play-by-play tomorrow, and we're back. We had then E.D. White tomorrow night. Tarpons take on E.D. White tomorrow. Good night, everyone.